Where the cypress trees sway, lives a man named Swampy, raising gators night and day. He feeds them scraps and whispers secrets in their ear, tending to his gators, but he's living in fear. Oh, Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape. Not a Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape. Not a ooh, he wrapped around a lawsuit, now he can't escape. Oh, he can't escape. One foggy evening, a package at his gate. Federal papers all wrapped up in tape, then wrapped up, oh Lord. That tape was blue, like a curse he couldn't face. Turning curse, couldn't face. Swampy shook in his boots, hiding in his place. Got the blues from that blue painter's tape. Yeah. Ooh, Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape. Yeah. Ooh, it wrapped around a lawsuit, now it can't escape. No, it can't escape. Gators in a swamp laughing, normal folk can't relate. He called his daughter, said, girl, you take my place. Peel that tape off of me, I choose not to be around. She rolled her eyes, but she faced that blue tape down. What up? Ooh, face that blue tape down. While Swampy cowered in his truck, not making a sound. When oh, you sad clown. Hiding from his troubles, leaving his girl in a scrape. When he left her in a scrape. Oh, Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape. When Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape. When it wrapped around a lawsuit, now he can't escape. No, he can't escape. Gators in a swamp laughing, normal folk can't relate. From that blue painter's tape, got a Swampy's got the blues from that blue painter's tape, got a it wrapped around a lawsuit, now he can't escape. No, he can't escape. Swampy can't escape from that blue painter's tape. Ooh, he can't escape that blue painter's tape.
Well, well, well. Good evening, everyone. For the second time this evening, I am on a roll. Let me tell you. Tug, I lied to you.
Did you know?
I did.
What did you lie to me about?
Well, I said I was going to go get some water. I may have chosen the tequila. I may have. It may be a margarita Megan night. I'm on my second one. So don't have too high of expectations. But I am all dressed up, and it would be a shame not to turn the camera on because I just did an interview with Clayton Eckert. And my God, I've been waiting to do that for 2 years now. And I was able to do it. And my God, it was so fun. It was so fun. So listen, get your breadstick money warmed up because I'm gonna lower the tier tonight. I will turn on that camera if we hit $200. That is the lowest the camera tier has been in a long time. But, you know, I got dressed up. This outfit should not go to waste. That's all I have to say. Tequila makes her clothes fall off. Who said that? No, Yeety, but it does make me dress up a little. That's funny. Isn't that a song? Tequila makes her clothes fall off. It's a great song.
Sounds like country to me.
Yes, it's country music that you have no relation to whatsoever.
Yep.
No, but you know, I'm a light drinker. I 2 is my maximum, my absolute maximum, and then I have to stop or I'll have a headache. So this is number 2, and I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to stop. Listen, folks, if you do not know about the Laura Owens case, I know that I have told you guys about it. We have talked about it with the What the Hales crew because it is a case of false accusations, fake pregnancies, fake cancer. I mean, it's insane. If you want to see the culmination of all of this that went on for the last 2 years, check out my live stream from earlier tonight that I did with Clayton Eckert, who is the former bachelor and the victim, one of the victims. There are 4. 3 of whom we were in contact with. But check it out because that was a long time coming. And by the way, Tug, Clayton had some nice things to say about you.
Ooh.
And yeah, he did. He has watched some of the coverage because everybody wanted to know what YouTubers did you watch.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out he saw Jeff, he saw you, he saw me. He just didn't watch all of it because, I mean, who could?
Yeah, I would want to if I was him.
If you were him, I know he needed to protect himself and his mental health, and I totally understand that. I mean, it's not funny to him, and it was very funny to a lot of us, and you know, to him it was traumatic. So yeah. I do get that, but he did say he would come on your show anytime. So we should set that up because that'll be fun.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Actually, I think that would be good. It would be good exposure. I'm glad to see him actually doing interviews, talking about what he experienced there, and really, you know, putting out the word too. He actually that interview he did. Oh, he's a lot nicer person than I am. And I guess I would go with that. You know, he showed a lot more empathy than I would have after someone tried to do that to me.
He did, and you know what? Listen. I almost feel like there is a similarity between Clayton Eckert and Jeremy Hales in a big way. Jeremy has a big heart too. And while I think what Clayton was saying was, I would forgive her for all these things she did to me. But that forgiveness, that empathy, you don't get that until you take accountability. I agree with that. I totally agree with it. I think that people should be offered forgiveness, but they must take accountability. You have to say, I did something wrong and I want to repair it. And I think that would go a long way. And it should be that way. And I think Jeremy's the same way. I think if someone who wronged him comes forward and says, I did wrong and I want to repair it, Jeremy's not the kind of guy that would be like, well, fuck you. He's not. He's not. And the people who have that character assassination of him, who think that he's somebody who would do that, I don't think you know him. And Clayton's the same kind of guy. But Laura refuses to take any accountability, and she's not going to. Oh, Tug, the biggest tea of the interview, I don't know if you heard it, but Clayton really believes that Jan, Laura's mom, is the catalyst, is the puppet master. Yeah. Did you hear that?
I did indeed hear him say that. Now, and I could believe that too. Like, the one thing you have to avoid in this, though, is letting her, again, she may throw mom under the bus, as you go on too, but she is also a terrible human being. She has a line of victims. It's not just Clayton, it's other people as well. I think people need to rationalize why a person would do these horrible things, and that's a slippery slope. We get into that too. We start trying to rationalize why awful people do awful things. Unfortunately, for us, we're looking for answers in a case. When you're the victim with someone, you have to be very careful not to, over rationalize and forget they are ultimately the one to blame. It doesn't matter if they had someone guiding them toward that. They are still to blame as well.
That is true. It looks like I missed a super tip. Now I said super tap. So now we've got super tips, super taps, and super tips.
I really liked Clayton, though. I really did.
I know. Who doesn't? Who couldn't like him? The guy is so sweet. And listen, I met him in person in Maricopa County when I covered the trial. And honestly, those 3 adjectives I pulled out for him that I would tell anybody, okay, what's Clayton Echard like? Kind, gentle, and quiet. Like, he really is. He's like a quiet soul. He's very unassuming, very gentle, very big. But he's like, I kind of, Tug, you're kind of like that too. You're like this giant of a man, right? But you're quiet and you're kind. And that's something that I think men, there's a prejudice there when you're a large person. You probably have felt this, where people are afraid of you or they think you're going to be aggressive. And it's not really fair, right? It's not fair that large men get this prejudice against them that they're somehow capable of violence just because they're tall or big or muscly. And I think that worked to Laura's advantage, painting him as an abuser.
It does. There's always that go-to. I'm only, and then there's some demure weight and demure height. Always. I'm only 5'2" and whatever. I forget how heavy she was, but it was like, really, that's not a weight. That's like she totally used it in court in front of Judge Judy. Like, yeah. I'm so small and diminutive, and I'm just so tiny. Yeah, it does. In another thing that I learned about Clayton that I thought was very funny, because I noticed it in my subconscious, but I never vocalized it, was when he was representing himself in court, he was wearing glasses. And I never saw him in glasses before. He was like, yep, I put on my glasses. I was like trying to look all studious, And I'm like, oh my God, it totally worked. You did look more serious. It was like a Clark Kent disguise, where you're trying to look less intimidating. You put on glasses if you're a big dude, right? It's the Clark Kent disguise. It worked. That's funny. I didn't even really think about that being a plan, but that actually is a good plan.
It's a good plan. Think about it. There's a reason why it's a trope. There's a reason why it worked for Superman. It was the Clark Kent defense. It's perfect. The Harry Potter defense. Dark Mage. This super tip is so funny. Martin S., I thought this came in on the last show, but no, it's this show. But still, we have to play it right now. It's too funny not to open with.
That Clayton is cute. I wonder if he'd like for me to do a private dance for him. John, do you know where my pole dancing pole is and my cute costume? I'm going to be a hot dancing cougar.
Did you hear that, or was it just me?
I heard it.
Okay, good. It didn't show up on the screen though. So StreamYard is not doing the right thing. I don't know why. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know why. Because on OBS, I don't have my icon on. That's why I didn't have the camera on. Okay. Now I do. My God, you guys are so funny. All right. By the way, also, I wanted to tell you guys, I have opened a Give, Send, Go for myself for a San Francisco trip. I am raising money to go to the, to cover the Laura Owens versus Mike Maricini trial in San Francisco on October 21st and 22nd. I'm raising money to cover airfare, hotel, and travel expenses. And so I will drop that in the chat. You guys, I know that this is not your story, and that's cool. You don't have to. If you feel like helping me get to San Francisco, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. When the mainstream media wants to go cover a case, they have entire budgets that put them on private jets, and they fly around the country and they cover whatever they want. When independent media wants to go and cover a case, across the country, California is across the country for me, it's going to be expensive. I'm going to have expenses, and I am going to put it in the chat right now for you guys if you want to help me. This is the only time that I ever do Give, Send, Goes, and the reason why I do it for travel costs, and I do not ask you to send super chats, so please do not send super chats for travel. Nothing that's marked. If you send a super chat and you're like, this is for travel, it's just going to get put in a pile of everything. But I like to separate it out. So travel costs always go to a Give, Send, Go. There it is. I am putting it in the chat for you guys. Mods, if you could copy the link and kind of just periodically put it in there, I would appreciate that. But this way you can see how much was raised, how much I'm asking for. My goal is $2,500. We have until October to raise it, and you will see that everything that it goes for will be apparent on my channel. There will be live court coverage from the court. There will be interviews. There will be all kinds of content from that trip about the case. So that's exactly what everything you send there, and I'm going to turn it off as soon as we hit the goal. So that's how you do a fundraiser, folks. You actually put it on a fundraising site, and then you actually just raise the money that you want. You don't hide the receipts. You're accountable. Yeah. By the way, where is the memorial, Tug?
Where is the memorial?
Yeah, where's the memorial? Wasn't there a memorial? Didn't people raise like $4,000 for a memorial that never showed up?
Yeah. I think it's still in shipping. Remember? No, actually, they were talking about the other day that they were talking about how they were going to set it up in a place, something family, and weirdly,
something.
Yeah, something family. But weirdly, they were talking about, they were thinking about recording the process from Go, and I thought, weren't they already didn't they supposedly already buy the memorial? So how can you go contact a place and, pretend like we're starting all over again? It's very strange.
Yeah, very strange. It's very strange. They just never want to account for anything. And it's weird. All right. What are we doing?
I think Miltos made a video about you, but then they did it to members only.
Wait, Miltos made a video about me?
Yeah, that's what that people are saying, that the video is about you, but it's set to members only now.
Well, what was it? What about me?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it. It's just called That Lady is Obsessed with Stupid Dave.
What? I haven't talked about him in weeks. Why is he like this? I've been focused on lips.
Actually, the drool in the corner of his mouth is very bizarre in that picture.
That's very weird.
Yeah, it's let me I gotta get this picture. I'm gonna show it to you.
If anybody out there is a member of Miltown's, I guess I don't even really care, tell you the truth. But if you are a member and can
I
get a
don't know. Sometimes
transcript,
they're
maybe
funny. I
maybe
like the
I'd read
whining
that.
sometimes. You know, the whining sometimes.
The whining. Yeah, the whining is good.
It's like, oh, that mean old Megan. Oh, look at this, though. You know what's really funny? So, okay, this is the thumbnail, right? Somebody posted, right? But I was like, what is that glimmering? Is that slobber? Or what the fuck is that? Because there's the jewelry.
Wait. Where is it? Where is it? Ew.
What is that?
Where?
Right here on the lip. Like, you gotta put it up there. Well, right here. What is this? See, the jewelry's right there.
Clearly, that is powdered sugar from the donuts he was eating
That's some
during
glitter
the stream.
spittle.
Glitter spittle. Oh
Uh,
God. Michael R says it's not members only. Did he just change it?
It's
or
members
what?
only. Say it's set there.
Oh,
I
he
just looked
changed
at it.
it.
I just looked
He
at it.
changed
It's members
it.
only. Yeah. Yeah, now it is. So
Hey, Wizzy
definitely.
Wheels, thanks for the donation to the fund. I appreciate that. And
funny enough,
too.
something to talk about. So I did a stream last night talking about CPS, right? And I had Megan hit me up. Actually, it was the first person I noticed hitting me up and asking me where the stream was. I was like, it's still up. What's up? So apparently somebody false flagged my stream last night. Now, some of the complaints. Yeah.
Right.
So the MCN, my multi-channel network, you know, they basically they take care of problems like that. And sometimes I'll get the complaint, sometimes I don't. But apparently somebody went in, they flagged it, and it is now there, but it's setting unlisted. The reason it's still unlisted is because we're making sure that, you know, we got everything situated. But yeah, somebody didn't take very kindly to me talking about CPS last night, so they decided to try, and we got it fixed pretty fast. But they decided to false flag that.
Were you able to tell why it was false flagged at all?
I've not got all of the information. I've been, you know, I had CPS I had to deal with today. I wouldn't note this last night, but I'll note it today. They had their follow up, you know, for the day. The kids weren't at the house, so we had a set up for early this morning where they, you know, they're coming back. I mean, everything's good. These people knew that this was a fake garbage call. You know, the stuff just. I did find out more about the call too, interestingly. So the call I thought was just, I thought the call precluded me, right? But apparently it didn't. Apparently the person that called it in also called in current drug use. I was like, what?
What?
You know, I was like, I don't even drink. You know, what's up? I don't do anything. You know, I'm always,
Tug does not drink or do anything. He used to smoke cigars. People used to drive me crazy when they're like, what is he lighting? Is he smoking a bowl? No, you dumbass. That's a cigar lighter.
Yep.
Nobody lights a bowl
flavor
with a cigar lighter. Like that would be ridiculous. But yeah, and you don't even do that anymore. You don't even smoke cigars anymore because of the health stuff that you've been going through. In fact, I'm very proud of you. You gave up Coke. You gave up cigars. Like Tug does nothing anymore. Nothing.
Yeah,
not even cigars.
Well, I just thought I was like, well, apparently, see, you can always tell like false flags and where they come from by what people allege, you know. And it's funny, there was a lot of deflection last night, you know, with people trying to say they wouldn't do that, but also to try to, you know, defer blame to some, who knows who they were trying to blame. They were like, so many people don't like Tug. Yeah, but you notice they haven't been false flagging and sending CPS to my house. I think I made somebody mad recently, and they decided to do that. But then they tried to take down the video of it too. So it's still there. You can still link into it, but you won't see it on the list. So if you look where it's posted, you can still click into it.
The chat is going nuts right now because I said you gave up Coke. They're like, phrasing Coca-Cola.
Yeah, give him that Coke, man.
Tug's never been into the other kind of Coke. What kind of? Of course, I'm talking about soda. Come on now. We're not talking about Ricada. Wrong streamer, chat. Wrong streamer, friend. But also Ricada gave that up also. So it's a Coke-free zone, really, across the board with all my friends.
All the way across.
All the Cokes are completely out of the picture. Oh,
it was crazy though to find. I was like, did they really flag that video? Are you kidding me? Like they already look like assholes, you know? I mean, they look terrible. How can you make it worse? Try to take the video down that talks about it.
Oh yeah.
No, but that went good. The ladies said they're prepping it for closeout. It's not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal. Again, I don't want to minimize people sending governmental services to your home, but it went as well as it could. I figure I'll talk some more about it tomorrow when we're situated. Got all the false flagging stuff, but it is interesting. They were saying last night that they don't take aim at people's families and more. Yet again, I thought Megan say what?
Yeah. Excuse me. What? No. And my favorite part is they were blaming us. They said you called or I called CPS on you for content. Can you imagine? By the way, and Marla Hughes, you know what, guys? We've actually hit the camera turning on of the camera. And I'm glad that we've hit that because Marla, I have a problem with you, Marla. Marla actually put out there on social media that she believes I called CPS on Lynette Preston. That somehow she has information. She says, I did it. And you did it too, Tug. That both of us called CPS on Lynette Preston. That is bullshit. None of us have. We have always said from the beginning of this, do not call them. Do not call any CPS organization because you saw something on YouTube. They know that it's YouTube drama. I even have, oh my God, I'm going to pull it up right now. I had Brad pre-record a public service announcement so that you guys will not contact anyone, and I play it on my streams. Here it is.
Though you may be tempted, do not contact any person or persons mentioned on this stream. Do not even think about contacting anyone who may be the topic of the daily news. If you should do that, the host will question your IQ, possibly call you names, and mock you for disobeying these basic rules of decency.
Yeah. I had a public service announcement say, do not call anyone involved in these cases. Why would you say that I called? There is no evidence. And I have never done that, by the way. I have literally never made a call to CPS in my entire life. I have covered CPS corruption cases over my career, multiple CPS corruption cases. Why would I call them? That is ridiculous.
These people, man. Yeah, I know. I do not make it a habit to contact CPS just because they don't help. Like that. I mean, it's just ultimately, I spend a lot of time in mental health and putting a kid in the system. Man, that is a rough go-to because it's not gonna. At best, it's a lateral move. At best, but sometimes, I mean, I hate to say it, but it may be a worse move sometimes. The state of Texas being sued by the federal government. I think that's the perfect example. We always go to that one, but the state of Texas was told to fix their children's programs, and the entire state was held in contempt because children were still
right. Every day they were held in contempt every day until they fixed whatever it was they were supposed to fix, and it was like, I don't know, it was thousands of dollars every day.
20 something now. I believe it's like $25,000 a day.
Yeah, it's bad. And CPS and DCF, they have a lot of problems. I have never, let me go on the record. I have never called CPS, not once in my entire life, for anything, for any reason. And I imagine I will not call them going forward. I may contact them, and I haven't in this case. I have in other cases contacted CPS as a press inquiry, as a journalist asking about a case. In fact, I think I remember doing that for the AJ Frund case in Illinois. It was a terrible case. And they never respond. They're horrible to get a hold of. I contacted them in the Ohio case of the 10-year-old ARP victim, asking why they dropped the ball in that case as well, not removing her from the house where the ARPist was. And so as a journalist, I've contacted CPS for comments. Not in this case, though. I have not reached out to them. Normally, that would be something I would do. I didn't in this case, actually, though, because of a very important reason. I didn't think that it would help in any way, because DCF has dug in their heels. And when DCF
we already saw that.
Yeah, and when they dig in their heels, the public pressure makes it worse, actually. They refuse to. So I didn't want to add to it, and I haven't. So how ridiculous of them to suggest that either you or I would call CPS on each other for content? Are they insane? Are they out of their minds? Or that I called CPS on Lynette, which I never did. And I would not do it.
That is the nuttiest thing to say in the world, though, that you would subject yourself to. There are plenty of ways to get content and to subject yourself to that kind of insanity for what exactly? Like, what do you get from it? Again, there are a million ways to get that. I mean, these people are a gold mine of content,
Yeah,
we do not
struggle for content, and it's all because of you people. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed the kerfuffle on Facebook, but it was kind of funny. Did you see my response to Volmet?
I was laughing at the freak out. Apparently, I guess your your title has gotten.
I knew it would.
XL about it.
Oh, I knew it would. I knew it would. And it's funny. You know what, FLEASA? I just put that in there just to see you freak out. Like, I literally put that in there like FLEASA freaks out or something. Just because I knew that she would have some kind of meltdown and publish something stupid about it.
No, I missed the response to Volmet. My best response.
He kept on saying in the Facebook comments. So this was funny. In the Facebook comments, he was saying things like, "She called me a legend," and I couldn't help myself. I was like, "Okay, I'm going to respond to him. She called me a legend," and I said, "Yeah, legendary asshole." You are, and I said, "Your antics are going to go down in history." That's true. That's true. That's true. They will. And here's the thing. If what you have is, it's really funny. He must be suffering from some kind of developmental delay. I'm going to put it that way. A developmental delay that makes it hard for him to understand normal human relations. Because I have made it very clear to him that while we were friends at one point, I no longer want to be friends with him. I told him that very clearly. And in fact, I believe he wrote an entire article with my text messages that anyone could read that said, if you do this thing, we will not be friends anymore, which would mean by default, I don't like you anymore. And none of the positive things I ever thought about you before hold true now. And yet he can't understand why several years ago in an email to him, while I thought he was a decent person, I said, "Ooh, you're a legend. You got someone to respond to you." He's hanging his hat on a 3 or 4 year old statement, maybe 5-year-old statement that I would not stand behind now, other than to say he is a legend. He's a legendary asshole.
I think it's funny that he can attach your name to something and only manage 100 hits on a fucking line.
Did he really only get 100 hits?
100. He managed 100 hits. Finally,
that's a lot for him. Normally he has 39.
I mean, it's so strange. Look,
he gets a lot of hits when he uses my name. That's the only way he gets any attention is when
for
he
yourself
drops my
or
name.
Hale's. I mean, that's pretty much it. But it's so bizarre. Like this obsession. It's like he's going through like Megan withdrawal syndrome or something.
Oh yeah. Do you think he's figured out that he's never, ever again going to have he's never going to be able to bask in the light that is around me? Has he figured it out? Is he sad about it now? Like, Mike Volpe is never, ever again going to get to benefit from anything that surrounds me. Never again, because Mike Volpe is an absolute prick of a person. Like, he's a bad guy. Avoid at all costs. He's a terrible journalist. He cannot spell. And he fucks his sources. That's a problem. He impregnated one of them. That's
Bizarre.
Gross.
Yes. Yeah. Well, while
Thank
covering
God,
the story,
not me. I was safely married and away from that. And also, I don't understand who finds him attractive, but, you know, to each their own. It's probably because these poor women that he targets are in a crisis at the moment, and anybody looks good to them. Anyone who's claiming they're going to help these poor women stuck in the custody hell that is family court looks at him like a white knight.
it's just instead you get shackled to that for potentially ever. Yay, fun times.
Ugh.
Oh, poor ladies. Poor ladies. Oh man, here's a comment about the Dave thing too. So Super Dave, apparently, according to Dose Reality, claimed to do a stream that you're harassing him because you made some comment on another public stream. Wow.
What?
Amazing.
What? I'm harassing him because I made a comment. What? How is this a thing?
Oh, he's probably talking about the what's their faces? God, I can't think of Huggy Bear. Probably because you commented, you know, the Huggy Bear streams, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You probably talked about it. It's probably where you commented on that. It's like, oh my God, she's commenting on Huggy Bear. Oh, it's beautiful. I think it's funny. I think it's all funny. The crying, and the whining, and how even to hide it. Because God forbid that the person you talk about actually sees your garbage there. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Georgie. Georgie says, we live rent-free. Rent-free.
Rent-free. I like that.
Rent-free in the flea's head. Email incoming. Okay. I shall check.
Rent-free. I love it.
We live rent-free. Mm-hmm. Rent-free. I'm looking for my email. Oh. Apparently she's losing it.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Oh, Georgie, thank you for this. This is too good. This is too good. Let's bring this up. Oh, this is funny. I knew she would do this. FLEASA, you've got to stop being so easy to poke. You're so easy to poke. Oh, this is funny. I'm going to make you read it because you do a good FLEASA voice. I can't do it. It hurts my throat.
Oh, my God. I'm a supermodel. Yeah. That's mine, you know. Again, mug has no content. So she's, I guess you're Mug now. I guess that's your whole name. So I guess that's one person. So
she calls me Mug. Am I Megan Umbrella Guy? Like, does she not know that Mug is Megan and Tug? It's like you know.
It was a joke when people put it out there. They were like, "How did you combine this?" Well, here you go.
Right.
Well, you know.
Right.
So
like
she's apparently
like Benifer. Or,
Benifer. Oh my God. So she's apparently going to discuss me and freaking out about something.
Well, here you are freaking out. Just like I said, here you are.
Well, when you're not feeding your co-host crap to try to make them throw up for super chats, which is pretty awful, you know?
That's pretty bad.
It is. It's supposed to be someone you care about, and you're like, here, I hope I can make you sick for super chats. Oh, gross. So, anyone care to guess what that might be? LOL. I am quite sure if I freaked out about something, myself and the Warriors would know. The Warriors. It's so
The
lame.
Warriors.
These people. My God, what are they warring with? Good hygiene? I mean, what exactly are they fighting here? I guess they're fighting to keep that $100,000 away from Lynette Preston. That's what it is. Good job. However, I'm about to, hey, Marble Mouth. Oh my God.
I'm about to freak out. So in other words, you're going to freak out.
The Marble
Just
Mouth.
like I
man.
said.
Isn't that Georgie that she's going after now for some reason? Is that what that's
she's
supposed to
going
be?
yeah, she's going after Georgie.
This is funny because it's a whole come on my show. Who would want to fucking wasted
Again,
time?
who would want to go on that piece of shit show? Georgie, you and Mr. Coop don't need that show. You have your
That's
own
right.
show that has a lot better audience. You don't need them. There's no reason to go on that show. Look, if I've learned anything through this debacle, never, ever go on shows with very low viewership. There's no benefit to it. Even if you think you like them, they could turn on you one day, and it's really annoying. And yeah, don't do it.
Yeah,
There's no point.
You definitely have to. You become very. I don't know. People would call it black pill, but I don't think you're black pilled if it's really if it's a lived experience, you know. So,
Right. It's just learning from experience that
Yeah.
it doesn't pay to do these things. And I used to go on a lot of shows. Obviously, if you're a very good friend of mine who I trust, I'm still going to go on your show. But if you're not, if you're somebody that I don't really know all that well and I don't trust, like these people, I definitely don't trust. I know them very well and I don't trust them. You would never give your star power to people like this. There's no point in it. All it does is inflate them. So Georgie, Mr. Coop, don't do it.
Yeah, this is nuts. But hey, Marble Mouth, with your 8th grade level of life. What the It couldn't be like 8th grade education. It's like 8th grade level of life.
Well, you know what's interesting about that? Actually, that's not really an insult. The average reading level of the average American is 8th grade. When we are taught in journalism school to write, we're taught to write on an 8th grade level and no higher, because that is the average reading level of Americans. There's no shame in that. It's just what it is. Like that. So you've chosen, I think it's funny that she has chosen the average grade level of all Americans there.
I've actually heard them I've heard them read things, and I've actually seen what they put together with other people and AI. I'm going to guess too. I think they probably fall into the 21% that score at or below the lowest level of literacy.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed. They are far below an 8th grade level on that show.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's no shame in being at an 8th grade reading level, because that is what every single one of your newspapers and news articles are written in. For real. You guys, I learned this in J school. I went to journalism school. I didn't stay there long. I was there for 1 year because I wanted to go work. But that's the first thing they teach you, is that you don't want to use words that are too big. You want to stay at around an 8th grade level, because that's what everybody can read easily. Yep.
Well, I was reading something the other day, and it was talking about texts, and it was saying that, and they made fun of this in King of the Hill, actually, which was funny, in the new season. But any type of punctuation in texts, it's apparently people see that, they perceive that as angry. They perceive that as carrying emotion. So I was like, that's very odd, because I always put punctuation in. If I read it, sometimes it looks like, as you well know, sometimes when I text you, like, what the hell does that even say?
No, I actually am really good at reading Tug. I'm good at translating Tug. I'm really good at it. There is only only been like 1 or 2 times where I've had to question mark.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell was that? And like one time, I remember that you're like, well, you laugh. You're like, I got the little laugh thing. You're like, what the hell was that?
But normally, I'm really good at translating tongue. And you're always apologizing. I'm like, I knew what you meant. I'm really good at it. Like I can read through typos very easily.
Well, it's also because if we go out in the boonies really bad, the signal drops out. So I type it as fast as I can, you know, and I have big hands, so it ends up just garbled sometimes. But yeah, you do pretty well with it. It's pretty funny.
Look at the screen tug. I don't know. Somebody needs to teach Darth Touch that when you offend someone to the point that he's offended me, there is no going back. There will be no quarter for you. None. There will be no forgiveness. I am not Clayton Eckert. Okay? Like I love Clayton. I love how forgiving he is. That ain't me, baby. That ain't me. There will be no going back. Just saying.
Exactly. Nope. I mean, you know, well, I would think even with Clayton, I think that he may forgive, but you don't forget. You know, you don't go back to that. So
I shall neither forgive nor forget what this jackass has done to me. I will not forgive it. I will not forget it. This person is an unhinged lunatic who has taken my friendship, used me without my knowledge, used my name, sullied my reputation without my knowledge. This disgusting human being has published private text messages, private emails, and he's threatening to publish more. And let me just say, there is nothing in emails between me and this person that I'm ashamed of or afraid of in any way. Yes, I worked with him for a while. Yes, we will have emails back and forth about certain cases we were looking at. There is nothing inappropriate. There is nothing that I'm ashamed of. Nothing. So him saying that he's going to do these things, that just makes you a dick, man. It just makes you a dick. You know, I have those same emails. You don't see me putting them out there because that's just not how I roll.
Well, I imagine too, there's probably a few things in the in those that he might not want to go in public.
Well, I know for a fact, you know, he sent me a whole lot of emails about needing parenting advice because he's a guy who's never had a baby before. And now suddenly he does because he took custody of this baby. And I had given him lots of helpful advice and he sent me lots of photographs of that child, which I would never share because that's not something I would do. But he's sure taking a risk, isn't he?
Well, he sure partners up with a piece of shit. Well,
wouldn't do that.
He partnered up with a piece of shit that doesn't return that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I wouldn't share that. Pictures of well, sure as hell did partner up with someone who took aim at your kids, and he was totally fine with that because he's an absolute piece of shit. He knows.
Oh yeah, he's totally fine with that. My inbox is full of pictures of his child because he sent me lots of them. And I sent him lots of helpful tips on things he needs for toddlers and things that he should be doing. I probably have tons of emails from him that would be kind of embarrassing for him as a first-time dad.
I'm sure.
But that's not how I roll because I'm not an asshole. This guy just keeps proving how much of an asshole he is. So congratulations, Volpe. You're an asshole. A legendary asshole, I dare say.
It's amazing to me. Such a terrible fucking person. I love that picture, though. By the way, Georgie, I saw this roll in with a super chat. She said, for the record, I left public school, 8th grade, homeschooled. Oh, wow. Homeschooling? Wow. You know, I homeschool my kids. My kids, they read at a much higher level than any of the kids that I know that are in any kind of school. They test higher. So I'm proud of those accomplishments, you know. I'm very proud of
and
what
Georgie,
they do.
You don't have to explain yourself to
No,
anybody.
fuck that. I went
Fuck
homebound
them.
for a year. I had some stuff go on, and I ended up at a year of high school. I went homebound. I fucked off through high school. I didn't give a shit. I failed a year of high school because I didn't I shut it for 6 times. Oh my God. Like, that's a fun story. So I decided it would be fun to skip an entire year. And my mom found out about it. Holy God.
Was she mad?
Oh, she bring hellfire. I mean, she was
I
like,
bet.
you know, because I'd just been goofing off and doing
Did she
what,
beat
you
you with
know,
the broom? My grandpa
oh,
was big with the broom.
she chased me around with a freaking, I don't remember, like a big old stick or something. You know? Get you.
Yep.
I mean, I deserved it for real. And yet, you know, after that, I again went, got, it's easy to get your equivalency stuff testing. I just went and tested. I didn't take any classes. I just made sure that, you know, I ended up passing high school anyway, but anything that you miss, like a deficiency, you know, you could graduate high school and be an idiot. But to go to college, you have to, you know, you have to look at any kind of class deficiencies and stuff. Well, I just tested out all the deficiencies too. So I did graduate high school, tested out of that, went to community college because it's cheaper. And then, you know, went all the way into master's degree. Well, actually went for a little while in PhD, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Gives a shit about, none of that means anything. And it means absolutely nothing. Oh. Being
No, it
over,
doesn't.
I mean, I encourage you again, you know, if you have a problem, like if somebody says something like that and you have a problem with what they say, if it's something you can improve on, improve, you know, if you look at it. But these people, all they are gaslighters, and they try to insult for nothing. So let's see what else is here. Why didn't you come on my channel?
Well, actually,
I love it.
hold on.
Okay.
We have something else that just popped up.
Oh, something else.
This guy, look at this. Lots of people think Megan is Hale's with no apostrophe. So Hale's bitch. I don't know what that means, but I have a button for it. I do have a button.
I guess by this standard, though, wouldn't this make him Luthman's bitch?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Ooh, magic.
Now, this is interesting because he has written down more defamation. He says, you are in an echo chamber. Hale's abused his wife and kids. Oh, that's a statement.
It very much is.
Statement. That's a statement of fact, sir. She said nothing. Me, I said, we're not covering Hale's divorce from 8 years ago or 9 years ago. That's not what I'm covering. And as Michael Volpe well knows, things people claim in divorces can often be untrue. Have you ever read The Silver Bullet? There are entire books about the subject, how to win in a divorce case, which includes claiming domestic violence. So there is nothing, I am not investigating Jeremy Hale's divorce. I have no desire to investigate a divorce that happened 8 years ago. And as far as I know, his ex-wife and Jeremy Hale's get along perfectly fine now. So there's no reason. No one has contacted me to investigate Jeremy Hale's divorce from 9 years ago. His ex-wife has not contacted me. No one in Jeremy Hale's life has contacted me to say, this man abused me, etc., whatever. No one. This is not about Jeremy Hale's and his divorce. This story has always been about Jeremy Hale's and his neighbors. So I'm not covering his divorce case. And you're an idiot if you think you found a story here from 9 years ago that no one is talking about except you. Then he says he filed frivolous lawsuits. I'm going to need a citation on that because I don't think they're frivolous at all. In fact, we're waiting to see what the courts say about it. And if the courts decide that they're frivolous, you would think they would have kicked them out of the court by now.
Well, so far, we have a protective order that was filed. Remember, this is the same guy that cheerleaded on a protective order, like trying to tear it down, even though violation after violation comes up. What does he do? Not only does he not follow the protective order where it says, hey, don't post this. These people are like, dude, not put that out there, where he could have damaged Lynette Preston. But I mean, look at the way he goes. He's just butthurt these days because Hale's talked to the cops in Ohio, and the cops called him and were like, hey.
Oh yeah. Well,
stop
listen,
this.
if the lawsuits were frivolous, they would have been dismissed with the motions to dismiss. They have not been.
We're looking Fed 2 right now. Fed 1 is rolling, you know.
Fed 1 is going forward.
Fed 1, they're so
judge
desperate.
has said, you are going to trial. Do not even send me motions to dismiss or summary judgment. I don't want to see it. Remember?
Yeah, and if Fed 1, they're so desperate, though, to show you how not frivolous they are. She's filing bankruptcy just to slow the roll of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her all the time trying to convince people. Apparently, I think her move was hoping. I mean, they're hoping desperately that they can get Jeremy Hales locked up for something. You see her post about it all the time. You know, I sent this over to the police, this and that. So they're hoping delay and arrest. That way they can they can have some other outcome, because Fed 1 is jacked up and they are in trouble. Fed 2, we'll see. You know, I mean, again,
yeah, we'll see. We're waiting to see what the court does. I mean, although at this point, so far, everything has survived. We'll see if things get thrown out going forward. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're watching it. We're covering it. That's what we're doing.
I mean, for real, like at the beginning, I think both of us, you know, when we thought the Fed 1 was going to be a tortious interference case, I was like, that ain't going anywhere. You know, I mean, I was very negative about it, because they don't. I mean, what Hales has managed to do in these cases so far, he's established a pattern that, you know, these losers, look at what they've done. People like Lips prove it too, you know, throwing in freaking her vexatious lawsuit into other I mean, they prove it all the time. But he's gone much further than I ever thought these things could go. He put together a hell. When this started, one of the reasons I've covered it for so long is because looking into it, it's like, damn, you know, it's a mistake to think that like this stuff was a million times worse than it looked on the surface level. And we just keep digging.
And let me say something about him saying that I cheered him on. I have every right to have an opinion on a legal case that's filed in public court. My opinion of Fed 1 is, yeah, go get her. That's defamation per se. And I truly believe she wrote those signs. So yeah, my opinion of his case in Fed 1 is, yep, you got a good basis. Fed 2, I don't know. I absolutely think that the case against Bruce and Lisa Lee in particular, those two people, is quite strong. Maybe Ray too. I might put Ray in there because that dumbass opened his mouth afterwards and really dug himself a hole. He probably would have been fine had he not. I think against those three people is pretty airtight. I still don't know about the others, and I'm waiting to see what the judge is going to say. And we don't know. But I think that I think he definitely has a legal basis for it. I think it's a very interesting case, and I have a right to my opinion on it. Now, cheering him on, I don't know what that even means.
Hell yeah,
I really don't.
I mean, some of these people deserve to be fucking sued, dude.
I
Bruce
do
is a
think Jeremy
horrible
Hales.
person.
Yeah, you're right. I think Jeremy Hales does deserve legal consequences for the people who have done this to him. Absolutely. Yeah. As a fellow YouTuber, do I think that people should think twice before trying to fuck with your business, trying to take your channel down? Yeah, I do. Bruce Matskin has written letters to the legal department of YouTube trying to have Jeremy Hales' YouTube channel removed from YouTube for no good reason whatsoever. No reason. He makes up a lot of shit, but he's really doing it to try to punish Jeremy Hales' free speech. And I am a libertarian when it comes to free speech. It is all speech or nothing. You don't play around with me. There is no such thing as hate speech. There is no such thing as this nonsense. Oh, you're cyberbullying me? No, that's not what this is at all. This is free speech. I am a free speech absolutist. No. If anything is going to be curtailing our free speech, it is not going to be a guy like Bruce Matskin. Just because he represents some losers in Levy County who don't want to be criticized for the way they live on a garbage dump with a toddler. I'm sorry, but this is America. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that you should not live on a garbage dump with a toddler in a shed with no air conditioning, you fucktards. Why do I have to say that? I should be able to say it, and you should be able to say it. I have an opinion that garbage dump that she lives on is unsafe, and I can say it. And also, I have an opinion that I'm not even sure what's going on with that kid medically. Somebody should look into it. Because her parent is making all sorts of wild claims on the internet, and it looks like she's doing it for attention and grifting. It doesn't look like this kid really is. I'm not sure. I don't even know. But the government should have an interest in it. Because they have an interest in children and children's welfare. And I don't think that kid is safe. I have a right to say that. I have a right to look at a case like Ruby Frankie, for instance, a YouTuber who put her life out there, put her kids online. And a bunch of people said, we don't think those kids are safe. It turns out she was fucking torturing them, starving and torturing them. I have a right to say, if something looks bad, I think it is bad. Period. This is America.
Yeah, 100%. You have
So
the right.
apparently he says he threatens to sue his girlfriend's sister. I've never heard about this. I don't even know what he's talking about. And then he says, she says nothing. She's his bitch. Talking about me. I'm Jeremy Hale's bitch? Excuse me? Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Oh, I have a button for that. I haven't used it in years.
Go fuck yourself. But go fuck yourself.
Nobody knows me the way that you people know me in this chat. You know damn well I only do and say things that I believe in. I have always taken a position where I believe it to be true. And you know, to my own detriment, I will do that. I will offend you in this chat. Many of you have been offended. You have sent me emails. You have said, I am offended that you said this thing. The other night, I had so many emails from people saying, I didn't like what you said about the flag burning. Well, you know what? I knew that it wasn't going to be popular, but you know what? I said it anyway. And I'll say it again, because that's how I believe. That's what I think. And I'm allowed to have my opinions. You are allowed to have your opinions, and we're all allowed to be here together. But don't you ever tell me that I don't believe something that I'm saying. Show me the evidence that I don't believe what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I have to stop, because this guy really pisses me off. I believe what I'm saying here. Tug, have you ever known me? Have you ever known me to go to bat for anything that I don't really believe?
No. Lane pay sometimes you get a bat. Like, you know, yeah. I mean, if we disagree on something, it doesn't matter. You know, you don't. You're like me, you know, if you think something's right, you think it's right. You can convince me differently, but if I want to go to war for something, if I think it's in the right, fuck yeah. The same way. That's why I like it. You know, I mean, these people, they are rent to own weirdos. They are. They put out, they are $780 from 16 people. And I think that's the most telling stat.
10,000 they wanted. Ginger with the Soul says Tug just sits quietly. That's always a good move when I'm on a tear. All the men in my life will sit quietly when that's happening. That's including Mr. Fox. He just waits it out. He waits it out. Like, oh, all right, is this over yet?
I think when people get on a tear, and you don't interrupt them. You let them. If they want to cook, let them cook. You know,
let her cook. Look, this guy pisses me off. He pisses me off. I can't tell you how many things that I did nice for him. I did nice things for this person. I put him in contact with people who would have never spoken to him except for me. I don't want to, like, I'm not really that big of a deal, but I'm kind of a big deal in some circles. And I put him in contact with people he would never have been able to get in contact with except for me. And now I regret that. I regret that.
They're all, again, these people become a learning lesson. And when people are like, oh, you're mean, you don't give a person a chance, come on this show. It's like, hey, don't be mad at me, be mad at people like that guy. These people that burn you.
Hey, Vomit, when you're not getting any interview requests anymore and no one is returning your calls and people that used to interview you no longer do, I hope you know it's because of me. Fuck you.
Dun, dun, dun.
You'll never get those interviews anymore. Those people will never call you again because I've made sure to tell them who you really are and what you've done. So fuck yourself because you will never trade on my name ever again.
God, he's tried. He still tries to trade on it. That's the crazy thing. Finding out that he throws your name around all the time. He's still trading. He's trading on it right now, even for this, because he's like, Megan Fox in 2021, almost 5 years ago, she said I was a legend. Oh my God.
God.
Imagine
taking one line from one email, being nice to him and making it out to be like, oh, she's such a liar now. Like my opinion can't change over 5 years after finding out what you did and what kind of person you are. I mean, it just doesn't even make any sense. Are you even a human being? Do you not know how this works? Yeah, I had a friendship with you. You were a colleague of mine when I thought you were somebody that you aren't, that you clearly aren't. So whatever, you're not that person. And I have no more respect for you. All right, let's go back over to FLEASA. All right, I think I have a curator. Why are you left?
My rant is over. I'm going to go back to this one now.
Yes, my rant is over. Oh, darling, you need a quarter to get in there, don't you? Yes. Shoot, I don't think I have one. Oh, darn it! I got you. Can you get in? Can you get in with your fingernail? Here, I'll do it. Give it. I got it. Oh, you got it. You did it. I used this. Oh, good work.
I'm listening to you break into a room.
I have to close. Okay, so when the laundry is going, I have to close the bathroom door that's next to me so I don't hear it through the microphone. So I have to lock it. And it's like a pocket door, So the lock on it is easily, you can jimmy it easily with a quarter. Just turn it from the outside. And so I always have a quarter sitting on my desk and I don't know where it went. But yeah. Hangry figured it out. He got it open because he's going to bed, so he's brushing his teeth. Oh, there's the quarter. It was in the bathroom. Oh, thank you, darling.
Man, AI has been on a good tear. Check these pictures out. Look at this. This is awesome. A second here. I'm just going to pull them off the side so I can just show them how they look there. So check this out.
Oh, these are so fun. I love the
look
rain
at this
one.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh,
I
that's
like that one.
Fun.
I like this one too. It lights it up like a Christmas tree.
That's good.
Yeah, I like them. Some of these other ones have music on them, so I'm not going to hit them. But I have to remove the music. I like it where I'm self-destructing Legos. That's pretty cool.
All right, where were you on this?
Let me see. Let me look at it again. Oh, yeah.
Come on my show. Get to the
I was on the Come on My Show.
Yeah, we may not even get to the filing. This has been fun.
Well, it's actually just been a good stream, having like kicking around, having fun. If not, all this stuff.
I blame the margaritas.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Ultimately, the show is funny.
I put a headline out that really was just
freak out.
And they freak out and they give me content I wasn't gonna have before that.
I mean,
Weird.
ultimately, the ecosystem's been interesting to watch over the last few weeks because they are imploding. I mean, they've been turning on each other. You have the weird thing. We forgot to talk about something. I totally spaced this the other night while I was ranting about CPS. Remember the Bruce statements that got removed? The ones about the website thing?
The ones about the website. Oh, yeah.
We forgot to talk about that, period. We need to remember that too. So let's see. We'll hit this and then we should note that. So let's see. You come on my channel. Let's discuss all your ill-mannered, fabricated. But I gotta stop that voice. It's gonna get my throat.
I know you're not going to be able to talk
BS.
tomorrow.
That comes out of your dumbass. You want to attack an elderly man who is facing a real life-threatening emergency situation with your lies and hate. Come talk to me. God, they need. I suppose. What are they talking about? Ray? Is that the elder? Is he facing a real life threatening? I'm confused. Is that about Ray?
I don't know. An elderly man. Well, it's not threatening his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a
Right.
threat to
So I
his
don't
life.
know.
So I don't know. I'm confused. But let's see. Let everyone hear your heartfelt reasoning for saying the evil shit you spew. These people, man, I swear. Pretending like they're great people, sure. Let's discuss how you incite others to do harmful things to destroy lives, including those of children. Yeah, you mean the person that, God, all the horrible things, including merchandising a child, according to
Incite
Lynette Preston.
others. What? This thing about inciting is really ridiculous. I mean, what's being incited? Who is being incited? What are they even talking? This Lips loves to talk about this too. You incite your followers to do this or that. No, we don't. We tell our followers, our listeners, don't do shit. Don't do anything. Good night, darling. You going to bed?
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. Do I have a stain now? Yeah.
A what, honey?
A stain.
Oh, a little bit. I'll get it.
Okay.
I'll take the lipstick off. Don't worry. I'll get it. Did you brush your teeth? Yeah. Okay. Is that retainer still hurting?
Yes.
I'm sorry. We got to call the dentist. I'm streaming with Tug. You want to say hi?
Yes. Hello.
Hello, smaller child.
And bye.
And goodbye. And good
smaller
night.
child.
Hello, Tug.
He can hear
Hello,
you now.
sir.
I gave him a headphone.
Hello, Tug.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Are you holding it down? Do your best Megan impression.
No, boy. This could be funny.
I'm Megan. I don't know what to say.
It's just
Do
like,
your impression of me telling you to vacuum the house.
Vacuum the house, you little rat.
I've never called you a rat.
Do it now. I know you suck at doing it, but do it anyways.
You are making things up. I would never say that about you. Now say what I actually said to you today. What did I actually say to you? It was about practice, about practicing the vacuuming, because you said you sucked at it. And what did I say in return?
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, there's the truth. There's the truth. Practice makes perfect, because he said he was bad at vacuuming. You know, your little voice, your internal voice, is not the same thing as my voice, darling.
that was funny.
All right, go to bed. I love you. Oh, I
My
love
daughter
how
would've-
kids
my
make up
kid would have doubled
they make
down and
up
she'd have she would have doubled it.
fantasy.
Yeah. My The oldest of I would have been like, Dad threatened to feed me to piranhas or something crazy.
I liked what JW said. Sucking at vacuuming is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's true.
That's right.
That's
if you
true.
suck at vacuuming, you're good at it.
You're doing your job.
Oh, he's such a little
Yeah.
troublemaker.
That's
Dude,
hilarious, though.
I would never tell him those things. And see, this is the internal voice these kids have. You say this, you say that. It's like, no,
I'm messing with you. Like my daughter does that. She did 100%. That's always you can always tell. Like that's what these weirdos online never understand. You can tell a healthy dynamic from kids when they're not afraid to goof off, when they have like they have fun, you can see it. And you also, there are certain people we cover that you don't see that with, all you hear is screaming, and it shows. You show the not healthy dynamic. So maybe some of these people need to like listen and mirror that behavior, that would be smart. But anyway, where were we? Let's see. I gotta remember where the heck I was. Oh yeah, come on my show. That's where I was.
Yeah.
Let me debate. Oh yeah, that would be funny. Could you imagine all the debate your minion hate-filled poser brain? Oh my god, so dumb. And share it with everyone since you have so much to say. You want to be like Megan? Do one better. Don't chicken out like she did. Let's go. God, when they get so desperate, they're like, please come on my show. And when you're like, I'm not giving you any fucking direction, you piece of shit. You can dry up on the vine on your own. It's like, oh my God, I owned you totally. I love it. Oh, I love it.
These people. All right, wait.
I love that break. She's like, I'm not freaking out. Oh yeah, I think you did.
And then there's what is this? Looks like there's a second page of this. God, there's more.
Oh, is there more of it? Holy shit!
Oh Jesus, there's more.
Good
I hate to break it to you, but there's more. Let me see. Let me put this in.
Boring people on the planet is still carrying the fuck on.
Carrying on. Oh, why is this way over on the other side of the screen? That's weird. Something about your lies and everyone hear your heartfelt reasoning for saying the evil shit you spew. Okay, incite others. Yeah, we were talking about that. Come on my show. All right, where did you leave off? Oh.
Yeah, let's go. That was it. It's at the bottom. You're on I will show.
I will show the light.
What the fuck?
What?
What do you think? You're a light bright or something? I mean, jeez. I will show the light.
This is so boring. Oh my God.
The freaking warrior thing is so funny. I really liked it when they got mad at what's his name? The Biscuit Boy guy. They got really mad at him because he said, I thought about calling the people that watch my show warriors first, and they were like, oh my God, he's actually insulting 2L. I loved it. Like Kiss Warriors is such a thought out thing. It's a
yeah. Why? Yeah, like they copyrighted it. That would be funny.
It's so original. Man, amazing. Debate though. My God, could you imagine how awful that? God, how dumb that would be.
So I heard something funny today too. That we were going to read Randy's response to FLEASA. The response to her motion to dismiss, but we don't have time to do it now because I've had a very long day with a lot of streaming. And I was going to get to it, but this was too funny. There were too many funny things happening. But one of the things that she tried to convince people of was that her motion to dismiss was somehow granted. Did you know about this?
Really? No, I did not. How
Well,
in
that's
the
what I heard. I haven't seen the transcript yet because it is, the transcript is still in process.
yeah.
But the idea was, from what I heard, was that she was trying to convince people that the judge had basically granted what she asked for, which is not true. The only thing the judge granted that she filed was her motion to refile another one, because she wrote a motion to a response to a different version. She didn't do the amended complaint. Remember this?
I remember, yeah, when she.
Well,
I remember that.
she thought it was it was supposed to be a response to the amended
Yeah,
complaint.
she went to the
And
wrong one.
she went to the wrong one. So she was trying to say that somehow this judge granted her motion to dismiss, but that's not true. The judge granted her motion to refile her motion to dismiss. So just in case anybody is confused, the judge has not issued an order on her motion to dismiss. And of course, the judge couldn't, because Randy has a chance to respond, which he just did. Actually, you know what? I am going to open it up because there is something I want to read. We're not going to get through the whole thing, but I do remember that there was a page that started to get really funny. So I have a few more minutes that I feel like I can sit here and do this. Let me pull it up. Is this it? No, that's lips. It was like 108 or something. Is that what it was? 108 or 9. It's 108 or 109. One of those is Ray's and one of them is FLEASA's. This is, here it is. Okay, I got it. Let me just move this over to the other side and share it.
They both got answered, by the way, which is, like I said, it's funny. There's so much stuff that comes from these idiots every day.
I'm sure that we will go over it in detail, but I want to get to the part where I started to laugh, because that's really all I care about, is the things that make me laugh. And really, we normally read every word of this, but in this case, I've had a long day, so. Let's see, 13, 14. Okay, right here. Was it 14? 14 or 15? I think it was here, 15. The complaint clearly establishes that Lee is a commercial competitor who made false and misleading statements about Hale's business in a commercial context, affecting interstate commerce and causing competitive injury to Hale's. And there's a footnote. These allegations are sufficient to state claims under both FDUPTA and the Lanham Act. Lee contends that the complaint fails to allege false advertising under the Lanham Act because the statements attributed to Lee do not constitute commercial advertising or promotion. This argument is unavailing. This is because, contrary to Lee's arguments, plaintiff's Lanham Act claims are properly pled. The complaint alleges that in connection with Lee's business, Lee used in commerce false or misleading descriptions of fact and false or misleading representations of fact that in commercial advertising or promotion misrepresented the characteristics, qualities, and reputation of Hale's in Hale's commercial activities. The complaint specifically alleges that Lee's false and misleading statements deceived or have the capacity to deceive consumers into incorrectly believing that they are making charitable donations and not for Lee's personal use and benefit. This allegation directly addresses the commercial nature of Lee's statements and their potential to deceive customers. Regarding commercial nature of Lee's statements and their potential to deceive customers, under U.S. federal law, the Lanham Act defines commercial advertising or promotion as representations made in connection with goods or services that misrepresent their nature, characteristics, qualities, or geographic origin. Now, let's skip down here because there's more. This is funny. Where did it go? There's a great part here about how the money didn't even go to Lynette. And
It's wild. Like, not turning over that money is a huge mistake, you know. But I
think
still,
it's right here.
you know, they could prove. Like I said, anytime they could prove everybody wrong too by turning over all of that money, but they don't. It makes me think the money doesn't exist anymore.
I wonder if I can do a word search, because I'm pretty sure that it had Preston's name in it. How do I do a word? Okay, here it is.
Do you think they made over 6 figures for Preston? Do you think? I mean, again, this is speculation, but
I do believe it was over that. I think easily. I think it was probably quite a ways over that. Although ample circumstantial evidence is not required here, plaintiffs have alleged sufficient facts to demonstrate that Lee and the other defendants knew of a scheme to destroy or take down plaintiff's business and ability to earn income on YouTube. Remember, we have messages that say we're going to destroy his YouTube empire.
Yeah. We're building
literally those
an
words.
ecosystem, and we're doing this.
While they deceived consumers into donating money in order to assist Preston, but the money is instead being pocketed by Lee in this case and does not even reach Preston.
That's wild.
Wow. This is my favorite paragraph right here. Favorite paragraph. Because this sums up the entire problem. Has the money even reached you, Lynette? And if the money hasn't reached you, why aren't you talking about it? These people defrauded you.
Yep. Well, it says something bizarre. I mean, she's already made public statements that say that the money, according to her, did not reach her.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's... Oh, go ahead.
Ray's is really funny too, and I might pull out just the funniest part of Ray's because let's see, Ray's. There was something in Ray's that made me laugh really hard too. So I thought that maybe these were going to be copies of one another, but they're actually not. Yeah.
Yeah, shocking. Huh?
Yeah, they're actually not. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yes. Okay, so there's this one part, and we'll go over these in detail on another stream. But there is this one part where in Ray's complaint, Ray argues, and I love that Luthman's schmexual cyber harassment made this one too. But we'll go over that later. But there's this argument from Ray's case where he is saying that Elephant Shoe and Jeremy Hales are not sufficiently separated, and he can't tell which one is being offered, like which one is the one having the problem, right? Like basically making a shotgun pleading argument that, well, I can't tell if it's Hales who is saying he's injured or Elephant Shoe, right? Oh my God. Randy makes him look so stupid.
That sounds like a stupid
Here it
fucking
is.
Argument, you know?
Bone breaks argument that Jeremy Hales lacks standing for claims belonging to Elephant Shoe LLC is without merit. The complaint clearly distinguishes between claims brought by Mr. Hales individually and those brought by Elephant Shoe LLC. Mr. Hales has only asserted individual claims for which he has standing, while Elephant Shoe has brought separate claims for business-related damages. And the way that he describes it is that in here, it's right here. This is so funny. The use of Hales rather than Mr. Hales clearly indicates that this claim is brought by Elephant Shoe, not by Jeremy Hales individually. So this idiot did not read it properly and thought that when they refer to Hales, that they're referring to Jeremy. but the complaint is actually referring to Elephant Shoe as Hales, and
Right.
he refers to Mr. Hales as Jeremy. So he just read it wrong and complained that they didn't separate it properly. I mean, come on. This is so funny. You guys, we're going to have fun reading those for sure.
It's so embarrassing, too. You know, I mean, honestly, that stuff is so embarrassing.
It is. It is. And yeah, I'm going to hit the super chats. So I'm going to call it. And if you want to stick around, you're welcome to, since we're a little bit early tonight. Maybe you would.
I'll stick for a few minutes.
All right. Colleen MC became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. Liz Bird, thanks for the 2 gifts and go. Pin the link. Oh yeah, I probably should have done that. I had the super tips link.
That would look good.
That probably would have been. Well, it's not a big deal. I haven't really started pushing for it yet. It's no big deal. We'll get there. In fact, tonight you guys have already raised $595 for the trip. So, sorry,
awesome.
$675. $670 between Clayton's stream and this one, we're at $675. So I'm well on the way. That already pays for the airfare. So that's great. So I'm definitely going to get there, and we've got time to do that. And thank you to all of you who donated to the San Francisco Travel Fund. I appreciate it. Jack's mom gifted 1 Megan Fox membership. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Randy destroyed the haters unfed too. Yeah, they're good filings, and we'll go over them. Maybe Tug will do that tomorrow. We'll see. Stuff pops up, though. And when it pops up, you got to do it. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Randy, I got that one. Bugs Place, thanks for the 5. It's my birthday. 57, only 1 year closer to 60. Well, happy birthday, Bugs Place. I have a special song for you.
Happy birthday from both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here.
We certainly do.
Here's to another year.
What million years?
And let's see. Joan Sclafani, thanks for the 20 breadstick money. Oh my God. You guys, the best part of the Clayton Echard interview tonight was getting to play for him songs he's never heard.
Yes, it was fun.
That was so much fun.
Snake chorus. Oh my
Snake
God.
chorus, breadstick money. He never heard. He didn't know any of them. He didn't know Having the Babies. He didn't know any of them. Minor Perjury, and he really enjoyed it, I think. And I'm going to send him all the playlists so he has them. But I actually was kind of glad to hear that he didn't watch all the YouTube coverage, because it wouldn't have been good for his mental health.
You can't, man. You know that's another thing I feel bad with Jeremy Hales for, because he can't escape it. His business is here. You know,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I mean, it's always he's constantly under siege. You know,
That's
and he's tried covering other things. Like he again with Lynette Preston, and he didn't talk about them for well over a month. You know, at the beginning,
I think it was more like 3 months. Like he was seriously, like he had already sent them a cease and desist, so they'd been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Before he ever said anything about it.
That's how these people are, though, man. They they'll push and push, and then when you start talking, they'll be like, "Oh my God," and they'll play the victim. It's like clockwork, man. That's how it
Yeah,
always
it's
is.
terrible. Jada, thanks for the 20. Okay, let's see the outfit. This was one of my Vegas tops. I bought some Vegas outfits. This was one of them. This was a lot of fun. For Reality Steve's birthday party, his 50th. That was good times. It was funny hanging out with the Bachelor people, Bachelor Nation people. It was funny. It was the people who came were like cool people. They were really nice, like super supportive of Clayton, supportive of Dave. There are others in the Bachelor Nation who were not, not any good. And I'm glad they weren't there. I wouldn't have enjoyed them at all. Elaine Burris, thanks for the $99.99. I appreciate that. Damn, I hate YouTube gets so much of this. Turn on the camera, Megan. Show us what you got. Yeah, that's funny. Elaine, thank you so much. Elaine, you're so much fun to have around, and you've been such a good supporter of the show. I truly appreciate you, and we've had a lot of fun, haven't we? Wheezy Wheels, thanks for the 5. I'm always in the wrong, so I always hold my hands up as it saves time and stress. That's funny. Liz Bird, thanks for the 2. Jan, hi, Mr. Policeman. I have a chocolate bar. It's true. God, that was one of the weirdest things, how Clayton saying his experience with Jan Owens was just so dark.
Yeah,
And
that was actually very telling.
it was something we haven't heard before. Yet, I know you don't put much stock in this stuff, but Robin, your psychic girlfriend, called that. She had done readings on Jan Owens, several of them that I've watched. She has a YouTube channel, and she came up with that exact same thing before Clayton ever said that. That's the first time we've ever heard Clayton say that. And all of her readings on Jan have been, scary. Wizzy Wheels, member for 14 months. Cancer sucks. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I agree. I wish cancer was not the thing that takes so many people at the end of their lives. It feels like the end of your life should be more peaceful. I'm just very grateful my mother-in-law had a peaceful end. She basically went to sleep and didn't wake up. And that's what we can all ask for, I guess. It's not so bad. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Megan, check email. Flea one posted about you. Yeah, we got that. It's funny. Like, I made that thumbnail, and I was just planning on talking about the response to her pleading, which I figured she would freak out about, and then she goes and has a legit freak out about the thumbnail. Again,
that's amazing.
Time.
Yep, it was amazing. It was hilarious too.
Totally.
Oh my God.
Airy Godmother, thanks for the 10. You look marvelous. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I think your Muppet looks marvelous too. Andre, your favorite French Canadian. I don't know what this says. Grosse Babine. I don't speak French. Thanks for the Canadian 5. Stop it with the super tits. I'm gay and my wiener dog go crazy. By the way, is Lips the younger sister of Lynette? Good Lord. Wouldn't that be bizarre? I don't think so, but they will behave similarly. Oh, by the way, speaking of Lips, I made an entire deep dive video on her. Did you guys see it? If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out in the videos. You can check it out after this if you're bored. And maybe Tug will go through it later, because there's a lot of info in there that you guys we've never talked about.
I was thinking about like doing an entire like read through like we do with some of the Hale's videos. I think people should go and check it out first, though. Go through it, because there is a lot of information there. There's a lot in there. And I have actually heard from people who know her well, who contacted me to tell me that video was, in their opinion, spot on. So I thought that was interesting too. You know, victims of hers, I'm in touch with victims of hers. There is at least one victim who is willing to go forward. I'm going to edit that interview at some point. I'm going to put it out there. People need to be warned about how this woman behaves and what she does. Allie S, thanks for the 2. I don't have Coke due to my Mentos addiction. Yeah, that could be explosive. Cindy T, thanks for the 2. Great hair, Megan. Well, thank you. Number 1 Cat Whisperer, member for 4 months. Max Lab says, Tug, check your email about FLEASA posting about Megan. Yes, yeah, we got it. This. Thank you, Max Lab, by the way. Just J Hip, thanks for the 5. I did my first redirect tonight. I'm like a professional now. Oh my God. Yeah, and I got to go back and be on the replay for his Wednesday night extravaganza and flea cap, because I missed it because I was on the air. I'm sure it was hilarious. I was watching everything too. I need to catch the replay on that.
I actually really like having that to replay later because I like to have something to lay down and relax with, and that always makes me laugh. So I'm going to go do that after we're done here. White Lion, thanks for the 2 because it gets them pissed off. Keep up the fun. I agree. It's fun to make them angry. Rolla House Robert, thanks for the 5. I turned 53 last Monday, and all I want to see is Megan Tugg dance and sing. Well, you got it, Robert, because this one is just
Happy birthday from both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert.
We love to have you here.
Every night at 8 p.m. or 8:15.
Here's to another year.
I know. 8 o'clock, 8:15, whatever. Maybe not. Thanks for being a member for 6 months. You guys are drowning in content. You don't need that BS. It's true. We're so behind on just filings in this case. Come on. Can you imagine us like calling social services on ourselves for content? That's crazy. I would never be that desperate. These people are, they're content Santa. They're content Krampus. The crampons, remember?
I mean, that's a terrible, like, try a redirect attempt. What that says, oh, by the way, Marla wants some of that smoke, by the way, too. She decided she wanted to respond and be like, so here's the response to prove it that we had ever called CPS.
She did?
This.
She
Here
responded?
it is. Somebody posted here, by the way, that's Kim posted. Said, so Marla, how stupid.
Where's the proof?
Yeah, let's see the proof. They bragged about it.
No, we did not. No, Marla. If you're going to say something like that, you need to provide timestamps, links and timestamps. Find the proof, Marla. We did not brag about these people. Just literally lie. Marla flew under the radar for a while, but now I think she's one of the worst fucking people in this entire mess. How could you lie like this? There is absolutely no evidence that this ever happened. It's the same thing that Volpe does, saying that I accused Michelle Preston, Lynette, whatever her name is, of having Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Find the evidence that ever happened, because it never did. It never came out of my mouth. I have actually told you all what I think about Munchausen as a diagnosis. I think it's bullshit. I think that people do abuse their kids medically. I think that people do that. I've seen it happen. I just don't think it's a psychological syndrome. I think it's just plain old child abuse. I have never accused her of that. So show the proof, Marla. Show me a timestamp, because I've never deleted any of my videos about this. Can't say the same thing for the Fleas. They delete their shit all the time. My videos are all up. You go get me a link and a timestamp where you claim I bragged about calling CPS on anyone. Go find that. It doesn't exist. Absolute bullshit. This woman is a liar.
Yeah, she wants to keep those deliveries from John coming. Ain't that right, Marla? He's going to get you a diamond, right? Wink, wink. I mean,
what an asshole she is.
Oh, she's just a douchebag, man. She's just like a low rent douchebag, like an accomplished nothing. No, sits on this shit all day long, crying about Jeremy Hale. It's like, oh my god.
She doesn't even have Lynette's friendship. Lynette hates
Dude, she's still, these people are like, we don't like you. Like, we don't like you at all. And I mean, and this desperate grab for any kind of relevance, still freaking hanging on to them, hoping. Lynette, like, straight out talking shit about her. These people amaze me. Because they'll be told, like, I got nothing for you. You're garbage. And they're like, oh, give me another little bite of that. I love it. More helpings, sir. Oh, it's shameful, man.
Sticky widget. Member for
Ugh.
11 months. Look at Sticky's avatar with the giant lips. It's so funny.
Oh,
11 short months ago, I was but a subscriber. Now I am the member. I love it. Georgie's Life. Thanks for the 5. Megan, we live rent-free in the flea's head. Email incoming.
Yep.
I got that. Wizzy
Yep.
Wheels, thanks for the 2. Has her lawyer come out of the bushes yet? I don't know. He might still be in his ghillie suit. I mean, if you were living there, you'd be in hiding too. Yeedy McYeederson, thanks for the 2. Read my comment to her on this post. On what post? Which post? FLEASA's
on that
post?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, I didn't. Someone just sent me a screenshot. I actually didn't go to the post. Is it on YouTube? Is it the community post on YouTube? Let's see.
Probably. I haven't looked.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeedy McYeederson. Where are you, Yeedy? I'm looking. It's not there. She must have deleted it. Did you take a screenshot? Because I don't see it. She probably deleted it. That's too bad. I would have liked to have seen it. Georgie's Life Unfiltered, thanks for the 5. For the record, I left public school in 8th grade and homeschooled my high school years and graduated with a 3.84 GPA. Yeah, well, you don't have to explain yourself to these weirdos because they are weirdos. And yeah, just there's no explanation needed. Jack's mom, thanks for the 10. Volmet is seriously so bland. He doesn't appear to have any special traits, dishonorable ones, yes. He definitely has a for sale sign on him. He reminds me of the color brown. Boring. Dirt. Emoji.
That's a good descriptor, you know.
It is. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. More margaritas. Go, Megan, go. No, just 2. In fact, I haven't even finished number 2. We still have some left. I'm a 2-drink maximum. Like that's my max. Any more than that, I'm just gonna regret it in the morning, and I'd rather just feel good. Georgie's Life Unfiltered, thanks for the 5. We need to get the Amazon and Temu crew together stat. Flea's brain would for sure explode. Andre Lozier, member for 2 months. Megan, please calm down and have another drink. Becky Fear Wreck, thanks for the 2. Earth Touch, legend in his own mind. Yeah, exactly. Triss says, thanks for the 2. Vol was talking about George's sister. I've never heard Jeremy talk about George's sister, so I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not aware of any family drama with George. I'm not paying attention to any of that, if it even exists. Oh, no. I may have the hiccups. Dan Davis, thanks for the 2. I know, I hate that. A penny for your thoughts, Megan. I know it's very difficult to get me to express my opinion on things.
For real. I know. You're so quiet and reserved. What's going on?
I know. I have such a hard time really, letting loose. Buck Naked, thanks for the 5. Here it comes. Child abuse. You won't let your children use the toilet unless they pay you. Shame, shame. Yeah, I keep the bathroom door locked. That's going to be the new
toilet.
It's a paid toilet. You're right. Where's the quarter? Give me a quarter.
Give me a quarter, or else, child.
Look, the quarter is just to open the door, and everyone uses the same quarter. It's just so you don't hear the laundry going, because the laundry is always going in this house. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 5. I would like to mention that today is still not my birthday. Well, then I will still not play you the song.
I gave him an unbirthday song like yesterday for that. Very merry unbirthday to you.
Wizzy Wheels, thanks to the 5. So today, freeing up some space on my phone, 8 months after my mom passed, I found a voice note from her. I don't mind admitting that tears flowed. Listen, Wizzy Wheels, I totally understand. And in fact, I play this all the time. I'm going to play one for you that I play all the time because it's great and I miss Jeff. And I often go back into my messages from him and I read through them and I laugh because he's so funny. Wait, is this it? I actually don't know. You know what? I could be playing one that I don't even know. Wait, no volume? Where's my volume? Oh, it's on headphones. Why are my headphones on? Turn that off. Why is Bluetooth connected? I'm not even wearing my headphones. All right, hold on. It's still on my headphones. I turned them off. Bluetooth, turn off. All right, hold on.
I'll get you. He's gonna come back and tell us how disputed it is. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Those are the kind of voice notes that Jeff would send me.
I know, he said, I've got one around here somewhere. He said something like, he'd get really funny. Like, if he'd he had a little sauce that day, and, he was like, I had one, it said something like, like, pick up the phone, you short bitch,
You need to find it.
I was like, that's hilarious.
Go find it right now.
Oh, I've got it.
Like, here's another one. This one's so good.
What was that poor son of a bitch thinking when he watches the video? And here he just sees me, a colleague lawyer, going, every time he says safe harbor.
Oh, God, safe harbor. Oh, that stream is so funny.
Hey, rule 26 one more time, motherfucker.
And I'm sorry to say that those are the only 2 voice notes that are in our messages. We did a lot of just texting, and we didn't do a lot of voice messages. And in fact, I think those are the only 2 that I have. I wish I had more. It's wonderful to find those little things. But at least in Jeff's case, I have an entire YouTube channel that I can go back and hear his voice whenever I want to, which is great. But yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Did you find it?
No, I've got it put on a disc, man. I don't have it right here because I'm afraid I'll lose it off my phone. No, man, I don't trust my phone. I've had that problem in the past.
I guess I should probably do that. I should
back up stuff. That's where I keep them on there. That way, if I'm in the mood for it, it's it's not in my face if I'm having a certain type of day, but if I want to, it's right there. You just pop it in, pull it out there, pop them in, and listen to it.
Jack's mom, thanks for the 2, says quarters for hangry. Marcy says, ah! God, that stream is so funny. And Jeff was so embarrassed. He was like, oh God, he heard us doing that.
I think it makes it even better to know,
why would you care what somebody like Jangers thought? But Jeff was so kind, and he never wanted anyone to feel bad, even someone as terrible as Jingris, who said he couldn't wait for the day that he could read our obituaries and throw them in the trash. Like, even Jeff didn't even care. He just was kind.
I can't believe I can't believe the way everything's gone for him, recently. Oh, what a nut.
I know. He's running to Florida. He just put in a new a motion for permission to travel or something. I don't know. Was that him or Laura? I've
Laura,
lost track. Was that Laura?
Well, Laura put in one for California, didn't she?
Oh, because she has to go to California. Yeah. Dan Davis, thanks for the 2. All vacuums suck at it. That's funny. And Steve says, for Hangry's next bio break. Craig Bucalo, thanks for the 100. I didn't even see this come in. It says, have a nice trip. Thank you so much, Craig. I really appreciate that. Mama Bear Leah, thanks for the Canadian 5 towards my afternoon of awesome hair, outfit, and entertainment, and the handsome Clayton, and what my imagination thinks Tug looks like. God, Clayton is so handsome that, like,
I'm not pretty like Clayton.
Holy cow. He's a pretty man.
Yes,
and he looks so much better after he got a haircut. If you guys have not seen the interview that I did with him, you really need to tune in, ladies, listen to me. You need to tune in. God, he's adorable. He doesn't deserve the kind of shit he's been through. All I want for him is like a nice girl, really. And that's all he still wants, to settle down and like be with someone and have a family, of course, because that's what everyone wants. And he's the
It's just
nicest
amazing he
guy.
still trusts people after all of that, man.
I know. I did come up with an idea though. I think Dave and I think we should run a dating show for him. I think we should do this. I think we should try. I think we should try to find him a match. And we will vet him. We will vet the girls. We'll do background checks, criminal
Oh my God. And you could call the show I Found Her on Fiverr.
We hired Fiverr. Oh my God. That would be great. I do think he deserves someone really sweet. He does. He's a very sweet man. He deserves someone who isn't going to, I don't know, roll him in court and lie and scheme and embarrass him in public. Yeah. Guys, go check out the interview when you get a chance, because it was great. If you missed it, it was so much fun. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Becky JJ, member for 5 months. Thanks for the deep dive on lips, and great to see Clayton looking so fine. Yeah, he did. He really does. Very good looking cat, that guy. But also, even more important than that, he's a real sweetheart. Kim Dodds, member for 8 months. Happy birthday to me for the second. Jeremy had a photo of vomit and paint chips on his post. Bingo man couple from Just Jay's bingo card. Well, that's funny.
Oh.
All right. It's your birthday though? Is it really your birthday, Kim? Well, you know what that means.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
From both of us to you.
And we're sitting over each other. And it's kind of awkward.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
We wish you all the best.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
We hope you have no anxiety.
Here's to another year.
And just remember, you are a nice person.
You are not a nice
Don't believe her. Don't believe her. She's a liar.
You are a nice person.
Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 5. Marla is looking for trouble. Maybe some eyes need to look at her. No use suing. She won't have anything after Jeremy's done with her. You know, I am starting to get interested in Marla, which is bad news for Marla.
Yeah, Marla's just a fucking loser clown. It is strange how obsessed these people are with Jeremy Hales, though. I mean, it's beyond. They really, I mean, they take hate to a next level.
It's beyond anything I've ever seen. Really, it really is. It's not normal. It's abnormal, the way that these people behave. Mama Bear Lee, thanks for the Canadian too. It's now Preston by proxy. Kevin quote LMAO. Preston by proxy. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 5. Some of these Muppets may have been able to get out of Fed too, but the responses from their lawyers are bungling any chance they had. FAFO. Well, I don't even think that Lee has a lawyer. She's pro se, and Ray doesn't either. I don't know who they're using. If they're using anybody, I guess that remains to be seen. Probably, maybe Bruce, but is it me, Tug, or does it feel like Bruce is gone?
Oh, we forgot to talk about those freaking posts with Bruce. I forgot all about that.
Right.
You know? Yeah. It's strange. So
on the outs, don't they?
It's very odd. So the other 9, now these are blurry, okay, because they ended up getting ghosted really quickly. Someone else had to pick these up. So just to note that to everyone out there.
Yeah, again, why are they deleting Bruce's chats from the live streams? That's
he was asking. He was like on here. He was like, "Hey, well, what's up with the Polyflop website? Because it says on there the recent update has been moved to its own domain." And then he makes another statement on there, you know, like that's what it says publicly. Hey, you know what's up? Well, they ghost him like bam, And you could tell they were very irritated with him, like talking about anything. Like they shut him down.
FLEASA said, Bruce knows better than to put that in the chat. He knows he should email me that privately.
Yeah, Bruce got put in his place because I mean, Bruce, again, you know, you're not a big dog anymore. You're just a little puppy in the playground now, according to them.
Yeah, there seems to be a rift. John Keller, thanks for the 2, says we need drunk Megan. Oh no, no, you don't, because drunk me is no fun. Drunk me just goes to sleep, and you only 2 margarita Megan is much more fun. 3 to 4 margarita Megan is just a mess, and nobody needs that. Trust me, nobody needs that. I learned this a long time ago. The last time I got rip-roaring drunk was my 40th birthday, and I learned my lesson because my husband took a photo of me passed out in the car and put it on Facebook because he thought he was funny. As you can imagine, we still have words about that. And that same night, I fell into a bush in front of my house, in front of my babysitter's dad. It was the most embarrassing evening. I have not been that drunk since. So that was what, 9 years ago? Yeah, no, you will not have that on stream. Terry Warner, thanks for the 5. Are we sure Vomit doesn't live with LMNOP? He always looks like he needs a shower, but doesn't have any plumbing. You know, he always looks greasy like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just what's inside of him coming out. Cynic Chief, thanks for the 2. If Vomit lived with LMNOP, she'd be pregnant. Yes. And Dan Davis, thanks for the 5. You should start at MySpace for a girl for Clayton. Oh no. You know what was funny? What we learned tonight was that Clayton is not closed off to cougars. We found out that Clayton feels like it might be safest to find a woman who can't get pregnant anymore. Poor thing. He was like, my DMs are going to be so interesting tonight. He's not wrong. The chat was so thirsty. It was so funny. The chat was like, so what's the age cutoff? The chat was so funny. You guys have to go back and watch it. It was a scream. It was an absolute scream. Mama Bear Lee, thanks for the Canadian 10. I was so excited when I got my Legal Vices hoodie to California, and it bonded my son and I something respected, and we cried over it. P.S. I think respectfully, Tug's more my idea of attractive. That's funny.
Woo, Tug for the win.
He's a cartoon.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a cartoon. I don't.
That's right. Hey, beautiful cartoon. What's up?
Wait, where's sexy Tug? Where's sexy hair Tug? You need the mullet. You need to find the mullet avatar. Personally, I think what did it for Clayton, what made him 1,000 times more attractive, is that he got rid of the mullet and the facial hair. He's all clean shaven. There we go. There's sexy Tug. Yes.
Sexy.
I was thinking mullet and sexy at the same time. It came out sexy.
Wait a minute.
That's what the vacuum cleaner does.
Yeah, that's so bad. That's very bad.
That's what Hangry does with the vacuum cleaner. He sucksy at it. No, just kidding. That's what he says. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. One of the best days of my life is when I got my Legal Vices hoodie too, because I was starting to get nervous. I wasn't going to have it for the funeral. And then it showed up magically right before I left. Patrick W, thanks for the 5. Super tits bring super tips. Which brings super trips. to see super liars. Go to Supermax. I'm sorry. I had to read this again. Super tits bring super tips, which brings super trips. To see super liars, go to Supermax. That's awesome. Great streams today. It's been a long day for me. I've been streaming since 6 p.m. What time is it? 8, 9, 10. It's been 4.5 hours for me. So, all right, we're going to hit super tips. And then, oh my gosh, there's a lot of them.
Hey, I'm going to bounce. I hear the kids
All
doing
right.
something, so I'm going to see what they're into.
All right.
I will see you later
you go.
tomorrow. Yep. See ya.
Good night. All right, everybody. Super tips, sticky widget.
God damn it, Megan. I've told you 1,000 times not to drink tequila. That's how you ended up with children.
Wait,
But you
so
love
all
my
I have
children.
to do is drink tequila? I could have saved a fortune in Fiverr fees.
Every time I drink tequila, my bush suddenly gets trimmed, and then my porch looks bigger.
Tequila makes my pigtails stand up.
And Becky Fearrack, thanks for the 5.
Whoa. Quit spilling my secrets, eh?
They're not secrets, Ricada. They're not. Everybody knows. Lily Smith, thanks for the 5.
I spent ages searching for that video. I knew I saw your pic and something about CPS, but could not find it anywhere. Not even on your YT page.
Which video? Do you mean the one that, wait, which video? Lily, I don't know which video you mean. Keith Peavyhouse, thanks for the 10, says, Megan looks so fabulous. My gay self still wants her to be my baby mama. Nature is healing. That's what's happening, Keith. Nature's healing. Oh, Lily Smith, thanks for the 5.
Can you put your GoFundMe in the description? I must have missed it in chat.
And Little Miss Jacob, thanks for the super tip, says, love you guys, and I will not forgive or forget you know who either. I do. You talking about Tay-Tay. You talking about Tay-Tay. I love you, Ari. Buck Naked, thanks for the 5.
With his emotional level, about the only thing you can make him understand is that he has cooties.
He gave me cooties, triplets, and they are due at Christmas.
Oh, man. And Aspen Fallen, thanks for the 5.
Super tips for the super tits. Looking nice today, Megan.
You know, it's funny. Jeff used to send me texts every couple days. That would be my name written like that. Megan! Like he was yelling it. And I'd be like, what? Every time. Every single time he would get me to go, what? What's wrong? Like something happened. Like, what happened? He'd be like, nothing. Just wondering how you are. Well, then why are you screaming my name? It was just a thing that he did. He would always scream my name. Loved him. Love him. Still do. Rylan Poole, thanks for the 5.
The name Volpe and your nickname for him both sound like the most nasty, degenerate furry. He'd fit right in with those body odor smelling oddballs. Kurt Peen.
Oh, God, not the micro peens. No. Have you, at least Anne wants to know, have you named your lawsuit with What the Hales? If not, my vote is for What the Mug suit. It is. We named it Kodunks v. Lips. Kodunks v. Lips. Do you know about the Kodunks? You know what? That's the perfect way to end this stream. We're going to end it with Kodunk Row, my favorite song, which I have learned how to play on the guitar. And one of these days, I may do for you live with my own music because I know how to play it now. I am teaching the girls. I want the girls to learn to play it with me because both of my girls play instruments. One plays the cello and the other one plays the harp. And I want to do Kodunk Row with a trio with guitar, cello, and harp. It's going to be good. So at some point, I'm going to do that. We're going to practice that for you guys, and it would be fun to make a video. All right, everybody. I'm going to check Cash App. Oh, and I didn't check Rumble. I forgot all about you people on Rumble. God, I hate it when I do that. I don't mean to leave you over there in the Rumble ghetto all by yourselves. All right, we're good on Cash App. Let me check Rumble. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, I had to shut down my computer and restart before I started, so all my windows were not open anymore, which is why Rumble's not open. Okay. Yeah, you were good on Rumble. We're good. Okay. There's only one comment over there, so we're good. All right. Let me find Kodunk Row. Oh, Mama Bear Leah sent a 5 just now. It says, Dear God, my boy and I both lost our most respected YouTubers, is what I meant. I know Tug's a cartoon, but attraction to a 32-year-old is creepy. Oh, no, it's not attraction. It's just, he's so cute. Like, how do you not see it? He's beautiful. If I were 20, you know, I'd be knocking down his door. I'm sure that my daughters would absolutely adore him. He's absolutely handsome. But yeah, you're right. As a grown adult, yeah, no. It's weird, though, how I thought that when I got older, I would not find older men attractive, like, and yet I do. Like Harrison Ford, for instance, who has always been very handsome. I still find him attractive. And like, what is he, 70 something? That's really something. You know what's really funny is that my husband, this is a crack up. So we were at a concert. What concert were we at? I'm trying to think. It was one of the older crowds. It was a very old crowd. What show was it? Oh, Bonnie Raitt. That's right. Okay. So we went to see Bonnie Raitt. It was a great show. Absolutely terrific show. But it was a much older crowd than us. We were probably the youngest people in the crowd. And we're 40. We're both 49. And I said to him, I leaned over to him as I'm looking around, and I'm like, you know, if we were single, this would be my dating pool. And he started laughing. And I'm like, and your dating pool would be like one of the younger concerts we were at, right? Because younger women will go for older men. But older women, you got to go up. You can't go down. You got to go up. And it was a total crack up. I was looking around going, yep, this would be my jam. This would be my jam. The silver sneakers, man. That's my jam now. But yeah, Bonnie is great. Oh, she was amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let me find the video I'm looking for. All right, there we go. All right, everybody. Is he really 83? Shut the front door. Oh my God, Harrison Ford is 83. Well, I also found Sean Connery handsome, like right up to the end. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I like the older guys. What can I say? All right, I gotta go.
Well, I woke up this morning, my house was gone. Oh my, them vexatious lawyers and their AI made me cry. With their fancy robot filings, they took my roof and walls. Now I'm living in a box down on Kodunk Row, y'all. Oh, Kodunk Row, where my cardboard castle shines. Fleece said I'd be homeless, but I'm doing just fine. Got a box with a view, and I'm laughing at the pain, making the best of it, dancing in the rain. Fleas out there hollering, told you you'd lose it all, but I got a cardboard penthouse standing 10 feet tall. Hung some tinsel on the flaps, got a tin can chandelier. Kodunk grows my kingdom, and I'm the king round here. Oh, Kodunk grow where the stars are my life. Flea thinks I'm down, but I'm partying all night. Got a tarp for a blanket and a smile ear to ear. This box life's a hoot, pass me another beer. mattress made of bubble wrap pops when I lay down. Got a stray cat for a roommate, best pal in this town. I'm asserting my rights from this cardboard estate. Podunk Rose, my new home, and I'm feeling great. Oh, Podunk Row, where my spirit's still free. Flea's talking trash, but he ain't got nothing on me. With my box and my pride, I'm as happy as can be. This cardboard life's a riot, come and party with me. So here's to them lawyers and their AI machine. They took my house, but I'm living the dream. Podunk Row's my playground, I'm the king of this lot. In my cardboard man